Recently, we traveled to Kenya and the Masai Mara specifically, as well as the surrounding conservancies. We met with Masai pastoralists who, for over 400 years, have coexisted with their flocks and the apex predators. But a changing thing in the environment now is that with the advent of electricity coming in, new lodges being built, people now defining their territories by building fences, has caused a significant change to what has been age-old migration patterns. And therefore the conflict between now man and apex predator is really increasing. The chief threat to Africa's ecosystem today is that the most integral animal of all, which is not the lion and not the leopard, but actually the vulture, is in crises. And that's because when a herder loses a sheep to predation by an apex predator, they're going out and poisoning the carcass, in fact, to kill the predator that took away their livelihood. Where you may have 4 lions that die on a carcass, you can have up to 70 and 80 vultures that will die from poisoning. A key element for us was to meet with Eric Ole Rosson, who, along with Benjamin and Valerie, are vulture liaison officers. And in fact, they're first responders. So when a pastoralist does in fact experience a kill from a predator, they'll go immediately to visit the herder and try to convince them and educate them as to why they shouldn't poison the carcass. They restitute the livestock that was lost, and then they explain the overall purpose of the vulture in the entire ecosystem. In the early morning, we met with a herder who had lost 5 goats. After explaining the importance of not poisoning carcasses, we left with several of the family to find carcasses interspersed in the mountains that the leopards had carried away with them. We came upon one, and there Eric and Valerie and Benjamin were able to educate live on the spot of why this dead carcass should not be poisoned. After visiting the kill with a pastoralist, we went to the Second Annie Girls High School. And there, Eric and Valerie and Benjamin instructed 600 young girls on what an individual can do in terms of conservation. And they listened in rapture as they understood that of the 8 vultures that inhabit Africa, 6 of them live in the Mara, or their homeland. It was fascinating to see the lights that went on in these young women's eyes when 3 people, not much older than they, for the first time, teaching what conservation is all about. Aside from being able to experience and participate with live conservation in an amazing part of the world, I was able to bring home with me the thoughts and the sounds and the visions of the art and the culture, which I'm now interpreting into my next collections. I once again join my avocation and vocation together. A skeptic one time questioned a very good friend of mine who was a noted conservationist, asking, do you really think you as an individual will make a difference in conservation? I loved his reply, which was, you know what, every morning I look in the mirror to shave, and I'm just dumb enough to think that something I do today will change the world. I tend to agree with my friend. I believe that in our lifetimes we can see significant changes in this world.